What is up, guys? This is Chase Oliver 68 here, bringing you my thoughts on Daniel Bryan and a little bit of criticism. This is actually a video response to Dalyxman. So anyways, let me tell you guys my thoughts on Daniel Bryan and tell you guys, many think I don't like Daniel Bryan. Many think I'm actually a Daniel Bryan hater. Well, guess what, guys? I am a Daniel Bryan fan. But Chase, didn't you bitch about how he should have won Money in the Bank? But Chase, didn't you bitch that Daniel Bryan won the world title? You can't be a fan of Daniel Bryan. You're a bad fan. Okay. Sorry that I'm not really a huge Daniel Bryan fan. I'm not like the greatest Daniel Bryan fan, but I'm pretty sure I do bitch about some of my favorite wrestlers, like Chris Jericho, how he should have not beat Batista at that steel cage match in 2008. I bitched about that. I did. Cena, how he shouldn't win titles, and I'm a Cena fan. I bitch about that. Sheamus, and I am a Sheamus fan. Any one of my top 20 current favorite wrestlers, I'm fans of. Those are the only wrestlers I'm fans of currently and actually cheer and support. Sheamus, I didn't support how he became champion so early. I didn't support that at all. Jeff Hardy, I didn't support him coming high to the ring. So really, just because I'll bash Daniel Bryan, I'll bash certain superstars, doesn't mean I hate them. I'm still a fan. I like Daniel Bryan. You guys want to know how I became a fan of Daniel Bryan? 2005. Oh, I know. 2005 I've been a fan. I liked him before WWE. I'm an indie guy. No, I went to a PWG show. And I saw Bryan Danielson wrestle, you know? I saw Bryan Danielson wrestle in the ring. It was like $10 to get in, and I was like, oh, cool. Dad, let's go to this. And my dad wasn't really into it because he's not into the indie type of thing, but I was kind of interested. You know, I want to see something new. And I saw the PWG show, and there was Bryan Danielson. He wrestled a great match. Reminded me a lot of who was alive at the time of Chris Benoit, and Chris Benoit was one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Obviously, you should know why he didn't. He went on his family, but besides that fact, you know, I like Daniel Bryan. I really do. He is one of my top 20 favorite wrestlers. He may not be high up there, but he's still one of my favorite wrestlers. It's like, just because CM Punk's 7 on my list doesn't mean I like him more than John Cena. There's sometimes I like CM Punk a little bit more than John Cena. It's just Cena has that longevity that makes me like Cena a little bit more than Punk. Chris Hero, out of all means, is one of my favorite indie wrestlers. I've seen Chris Hero wrestle so many times. Me going to PWG events, what makes you think I'm not going to love Chris Hero a lot? I mean, he was obviously a big focal point to PWG along with Claudio, even though I'm not really too huge on Claudio. I like Claudio, but not the biggest Claudio fan. I wouldn't call myself a Claudio fan now because I really never got into Claudio. I got into Daniel Bryan, though, and I am a Daniel Bryan fan. I've been following him since 2005. Since 2005, I've been hearing about Daniel Bryan, the ROH Championship, his feud with Tyler Black in ROH, good matches against Nigel McGuinness, you know. I know my Daniel Bryan history. I may not be 100% knowledgeable on everything that Daniel Bryan has done in the indies or has accomplished in the indies, but I do know my stuff where I can talk about Daniel Bryan and be appreciative of what he does in the ring. I am a Daniel Bryan fan. Do not get me wrong on that. I did say in my video that I was happy he won the world title. I did say that I'm happy for him for winning the world title. I just thought it came too soon. That's one of my criticisms, but really, to be honest, I should not be criticizing Daniel Bryan. I should be criticizing WWE booking for booking him so bad. WWE booked him to a position where basically they knew that they weren't going to do anything with him. They didn't know what they were going to do. They made him win the Money in the Bank. They booked him to win Money in the Bank, and then afterwards, they kind of just, you know, did not know what to do. They had a good thing going with Bryan versus Barrett, but way Barrett ended up winning, they never went back on that. They kind of just dropped it all. And maybe you were thinking, oh, when Daniel Bryan wins it at WrestleMania or something, Wade Barrett and him are going to feud and pick up where they left off, but they really haven't had that much interaction. And then not only that, he's been booked in feuds to where people, where he's advancing other storylines like Sin Cara versus Sin Cara, Ted DiBiase and Cody Rhodes at one point. That feud was so great. And now currently a Big Show and an injured, and I can repeat, injured Mark Henry. That's where some people, I guess, get their criticism from on Daniel Bryan, where, I can understand why people criticize Daniel Bryan for that in a way where it's like, kind of like, why'd you put him as world champion in WWE? I mean, yeah, he's a great wrestler. I respect what he does in the ring, but why the fuck would I want to watch a guy who's doing nothing more than be a little bitch? Like, I get what they're saying there. I get what people are saying. I understand that. I'm not saying Daniel Bryan's a little bitch, but the way WWE books him doesn't make him look like the greatest and strongest competitor. Really, when he won the Money in the Bank, I was happy. I was laughing because of the face he made and shit like that. I thought that was fucking hilarious. His fucking face, like, that was the funniest shit ever. I'm not gonna lie. But Daniel Bryan, to me, he is one of my favorite wrestlers. I'm a fan of Daniel Bryan. I do watch SmackDown. I do watch SmackDown. I watch it via DVR because most of the times I'm either working at night or I go out on Friday nights. And plus, it's a Saturday morning routine. Even if I do stay home and I am on Skype, I like watching other TV shows, catch up through there. And then on Saturday mornings when I wake up, before football or during football, if I'm bored with the game or if there's no game on, SmackDown, and I watch SmackDown Saturdays. I always do. That's how I roll. It's just a very good treat for me. It helps me get me more refreshed for the pay-per-view when I do pay-per-view predictions or when I talk about when I'm getting ready for a pay-per-view. It hypes me up a little bit. So, hey, that's just my personal preference. I like watching SmackDown. The only criticism I do have with Daniel Bryan is the mic skills. And I know they've been improving. I know probably that's what you're going to say, Dalyxman. He's been improving on the mic skills. I get that. It's just the overratedness of how many people say he has great mic work. And I've seen him throughout the indies. I'm pretty sure I could get over it by saying, and I'm going to go into that ring, and I'm going to see Nigel McGuinness, and I'm going to kick him in the head. I'm pretty sure I can get that. I'm pretty sure people would say, wow, this guy's intense too if I screamed in front of the mic. The only thing is, I just don't think his mic skills are the greatest. But besides that, nowadays mic skills are irrelevant. But besides that, I just think his mic work's kind of dull. He's kind of boring on the mic. It's kind of like, this is a Daniel Bryan promo. Oh, I see what you're doing here. You're trying, and he tries to slur his words apart, like trying to sound really, really smart. And when it's like really kind of like, what is he trying to do? You are trying to say that I can't achieve it. I can't do it. Well, I can. And it seems like his voice doesn't change, and it's kind of monotone at times. It just doesn't really spark to me. It's not like what The Rock was like, well, let me tell you, or freaking Hulk Hogan, well, let me tell you something, brother. The Hulkster right here, dude, has his mean-inch pythons, and is going to go after the Macho Man, brother. You gotta understand, I was the right guy at the right place at the right time, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, dude. I was the reason why everyone ordered WrestleMania 1, brother. I made people realize, dude, what Hulkamania was. People felt it. People embraced it. People loved it, brother. So let me tell you something. My mic skills, dude. Do I say the same things over and over again? Yes, I do, brother. But do I get people excited and care what I'm saying about Hogan? Yes, dude, I do. And with Daniel Bryan, it's kind of like you don't get that same feeling as you do with the Hulk Hogan. That's just what I gotta say there when it comes down to mic work. He's just not as exciting, as exuberant. It feels like he's a generic person like myself coming on YouTube talking. That's what I feel like. He feels like a generic person to me. I feel like I can go out there and say, Big Show, you are saying I can't do it, but I can do it. You are putting me down, saying I'm not ready. Well, I am ready. See, I'm the world heavyweight champion. I feel like I can do that too, It just feels like Daniel Bryan's mic work is not that great. I know he's improving. Do not say that point to me. Try find something different besides the whole he's improving. Tell me something different. I went down deep and talked about tone of voice, talked about why his mic skills are not that great, how his excitingness doesn't really go throughout the whole crowd, how people probably half the time are like whatever. But hey, that's just me. But besides that, pretty much what I gotta say there about some of my complaints. And if you guys haven't already, and you guys want to know a little bit more about Daniel Bryan, a very good interview, go watch The Art of Wrestling of Colt Cabana. He has an interview with Daniel Bryan. I believe it's a week 84 or something like that. I don't know, episode something. It's definitely a later episode. It's a very good episode. He talks to Daniel Bryan, and one of the things I do have to give credit to Daniel Bryan is he's a very smart man. If for anyone who does not know why Daniel Bryan became a vegan, I'm going to tell you right here, but not spoil everything about a video, the interview with Colt Cabana. Just spoil this little part, but go watch that interview if you haven't. Was Daniel Bryan, the reason why he became a vegan is when him and Nigel McGuinness were testing for, the WWE, they found something wrong in their immune systems. They found something that Daniel Bryan and both Nigel McGuinness were sick. Nigel McGuinness didn't go to the doctors and try to fix his problem. He went to FCW and he got cut, and all us internet fans got enraged by this. I mean, why would you cut Nigel McGuinness? TNA took him up, and what happened with Desmond Wolf? He was sick. He can't wrestle anymore. His disease is very bad. Daniel Bryan could have ended up the same way, but he actually took time. He went to the doctor. He found out what to do, got better, and bam, started eating vegetables. That's what he needed. He did it, and now he's able to wrestle, and Nigel McGuinness can't. Not trying to bash Nigel McGuinness in any way. Great in-ring performer. I'm just saying, he's very smart in taking time and being patient with himself instead of pushing forward into the WWE. He waited, and look at where he is now, and look at where Nigel McGuinness is. I'm just saying. But besides that, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe up above if you liked it. Comment down below your thoughts on Daniel Bryan, some criticism you have for him, so Dalyxman could probably use in this video. Like or dislike this video, your opinions. I love them all. I'm trying to think of other shit. I always say a shitload of crap at the end. Subscribe to CO Live videos and Excellence of Wrestling. Check out the forums, pwforums.com, and finally follow me on Twitter. And that's pretty much what I got to say here. I gotta go work out and head to math class. See y'all.